This program is sponsored by Dave Stahl.
Power on. Get ready. Power on.
It's time to take your place on the starting grid and get ready for Racer Radio. Your host, Dave Stahl, about to take you for a white-knuckled lap around the motorsports industry, covering everything from top-notch national drivers and crew chiefs right down to your local kid racers and racetracks. Watch for the apex, because here comes Racer Radio with Dave Stahl.
All right, folks, welcome. This is Racer Radio, FM 96.1, AM 1170, The Answer. All right, we got Britney Sandoval on the line. That would be Dwarf car number 37. How you doing, kid?
I'm well. How you doing, Dave?
Can you imagine not having your cell phone for 5 hours?
Cell phone, the Zoom has become really popular.
Yeah.
But I heard you left it. You left your phone in your car.
Yeah. How nice was that of me to do that? So you get to introduce Vernon Hubbard and kind of give us a little background on this gentleman.
Okay. Well, it's kind of funny how we met. He runs out of Petaluma, and we were sure to meet sooner or later because he's part of the Dwarf car family. Mm-hmm. Fairly new to it. It came quickly out in, we were in Cottage Grove, Oregon, and my crew chief comes running back to the pits, and he says, "Did you know there's a guy walking around in his race suit that says Smithfield on the back?" And we're like, we got to get talking to this guy because we have a bacon connection. Yeah. So I thought, he can talk about racing today because he's definitely a racer, but he is also he's kind of hosting a coloring contest for kids of the racetrack. So I thought it'd be fun to hear about both today.
All right.
Vernon Hubbard.
So how you doing, Vernon?
Hey, how you guys doing? How's it going, Dave and Brittany?
I tell racers all the time, you need to get a food sponsor. You always need food when you're at the track, right?
Oh, yeah. It helps stack the race trailer. You got to stock that up for all your fans and all your people helping you.
So how long you been
Exactly.
How long you been racing?
I've been in this for about a year. Last year about this time I decided to go out and do this. I was kind of going through a midlife thing, and my buddy said, come check out these Dwarf cars. And I fell in love with them and then got intrigued by the camaraderie and just everything involved with these little cars, It's been a great deal. It's a real passion of me and my family's now. We're all involved from my 7-year-old to my 70-year-old dad. He's my crew chief, and my daughter's my number one fan, and my wife. So it's been a good run this year.
And that's what's interesting about motorsports. I mean, I've been doing a motorsport radio show for about 30 years. And I try to tell people, whether I see them on the street or if I see them at where I work, and they got kids, I'll say, you want to know the best motivator for your kids? Get them a race car. Or get yourself one and get the family involved, because it really pulls a family together. Plus, you're having the time of your life.
Absolutely. My daughter really misses being a race kid right now with everything that's going on. That's one of the reasons that we kind of came up with that coloring contest that we got going on my Facebook page there. It's just to kind of keep the kids intrigued and keep them interested and wanting to go to the races and being a part of that team. And that's why we got that going on.
So what's your Facebook page? I'm sure it's Vernon Hubbard.
Yeah, well, it's Hubbard Family Racing on Facebook, and the actual coloring contest is all laid out. It's clipped to the top. You just print that out. My address is on there. We're going to put them up in the shop, and we're going to pick them out by age group. My daughter's actually going to pick the winner age group, and we're going to be sending out some cool activity prizes, age appropriate, all ages. So just something to do and keep everybody, kind of going while we're not able to go to the track.
Well, yeah, and I think that's an excellent idea. I mean, because I've seen the artist rendition, so your imagination can do whatever you want. The way that car is laid out for colors and stripes, and yeah,
Absolutely. You know, we've already gotten a few in, and I'll be posting some videos as I get more and more in. Just you know, I want the kids to be able to sit down and dream up what they want their race car to look like in a few years, because those are the kids that are going to be keeping these racetracks going. You know, the race kids now are to be the people that are racing us. Are watching us when we're racing vets, and we're going to be helping them. So that's what we want to keep going.
So where's your home track?
My home track is Petaluma. I race with the Redwood Dwarf Car Association. I also do the whole Western State Series, Nationals, and regionals. We were on a good run. We had a good plan for this year. We were going for some good stuff, and you know, everything kind of got blown apart, but we're ready to get back at it.
Oh, yeah. In fact, I don't know if you heard, Brittany, but they're starting to open up. They opened up Glen Helen motorcycle track. I've
been paying attention.
Yeah, and they opened up Paris motorcycle track. So I think and I think we're just going to end up going to the races and driving a little bit different than normal. There's going to be distancing and what have you. But, yeah, I mean, we got to get this stuff back open again. Otherwise, we're all going to go crazy.
Absolutely.
Well, I know I do it for the health of it. I think most of us do it. It's my drug of choice, if you will.
Right. No, it's bacon.
It's a full-time passion. You know, you got to be involved full-time too with this team. You know, cars and everything. It's a full-time deal, and it keeps your mind right. And
it's fun.
You need to get back.
Yeah, and it keeps you busy because there's maintenance, and heaven forbid you crash, you got to fix it. Who you got?
Family together. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry.
No, you're right. No, and that's
his family is in. I've met them all. His daughter's cute as button. Wife is very energetic. Met dad. He was over in the pit. This was all up in Oregon last year when I met him. They are all on board.
Right, and I think it's awesome. Now, did you do any racing prior to the Dwarf car, or was this just, oh yeah, let me try this out?
No, I didn't. I have an older daughter, a 27-year-old daughter that lives out in Oklahoma, and she raced quads when she was younger. So I had kind of been around it, but I had never raced anything personally. So it was just kind of a climb in and do it. My first race was a national, and we just went for it, and it's been awesome. I had a lot of help along the way. I mean, I got a whole list full of drivers and race shops that just help us out. I've never been involved in anything where people wanted you to be faster. Everybody in this whole Dwarf car thing wants you to go faster. They want to help you be faster so they can race you.
Right.
They want the competition, and I think that's awesome.
Well, and they want they want to be able to race you safe and with good equipment, so that nothing's going to break and no one's going to get hurt. And Britney is a perfect example. You know, I mean, when she came into the racing world, she didn't know what she was doing, right?
Oh, heck no. I still don't know things I don't know.
But you do it well.
Yeah, you learn something. I learned something, and Vernon, I'm sure you're doing the same every single race, whether it's setup or mental or how to read a racetrack or how to overcome an obstacle. Like every single time I walk away with something.
Yeah,
you know, I learn every time just from watching people. I watch Joe Frock, I watch you and Tim Fitzpatrick, and I watch all these guys and how they attack something, and I learn just from watching. You know, it's been a good ride for me and my family this year, and I just can't wait to keep it going.
I know. So with that being said, but before you do end up going, who have you got on the side of the car that helps get you to the track in lieu of sponsors?
You know what? I've been super blessed. Well, you know, my wife's my number one sponsor. She lets me do what I need to do to keep that car going. You know, she does. I have a Code 3 Fire and Safety. They've helped me out for 2 years for the both years this time, and I got Crane Inspection Agency on the side. I got the Downtown Lending Group. They're a part of Caliber Home Loans. I got Zumaluma Graphics out of Petaluma. I got JP Go Fast. He actually made the car, and he's there weekly helping me out with setups and stuff. Dameron Racing out of Las Vegas. I probably call him more. I probably talk to him more than I talk to the other part of my family. And Stone Motorsports Pit Lights. I've been really, really blessed with a lot of people that believe in us and let us, help us do what we want to do and have some fun.
Sure. How old are you?
I am 40 years old. This all kind of kicked off when I turned 40.
That's awesome.
Well, yeah. No, nothing wrong with that.
5 years.
For me.
5 years, and I'm coming for you in bits there, Brittany.
Okay, I like that. I like it, Vernon.
Whatever you do, don't go up and talk to her when she's in the car. She will tear your face off.
Oh,
You think
Dave,
I'm
you'll never forgive me.
Never. Oh my goodness! You thought she was Dale Earnhardt. Well, she was getting ready to go out, and I know she was talking to her crew chief, and so I stick my head in the window and I start talking, and oh no. Oh, no.
Brack was talking to me. I'm telling him, I can't hear you. They're talking in my ear.
That's so cute.
But whatever.
All right, you two guys stay on, and then let's take a break, and when we come back, let's talk some more in case Todd does call in. If not, he's having fun out there, and I know what he's doing. He's getting the track ready. So that's a good thing.
It's a great thing.
All right, let's take a quick break. This is Racer Radio, FM 96.1, AM 1170, The Answer.